A thing happened recently where some people want some words on the internet, some other people want some other words on the internet, and some other people want very quite angry words about the words on the internet. I know, this never happens. These words were simultaneously about food and disability, so obviously I had an opinion too. But I was good this time. I waited a few days to let my opinion settle, 'cause you know me, I'm a contrarian fucker who likes to piss people off. So, 10 days ago, it got brought to the public's attention that Marks and Spencer were selling something called sliced cauliflower steak. Here we have the initial tweet by someone called Rachel Clark, which sparked it all up, saying it's basically overpriced and a waste of packaging. Shortly after that, they appeared to pull the product, and the HuffPo wrote an article about that, which then went on to list similar products they think shouldn't be sold, which I haven't bothered to show because I'm lazy, but trust me, they did. I'll link it below. I admit this appealed to the food snob in me and the tiny bit of eco-warrior there, because I share the same belief on food as Neil Young does on sound, which is the more processed it is, the worse it is in quality. Though, to counter that, this is Marks and Spencer, so I suppose even slightly processed stuff is pretty okay, but still I wouldn't buy it. However, then, much like Marks and Spencer's processed cauliflower, I became incredibly torn as I then noted a lot of disabled people getting angry about this, saying it was shaming them for preferring to have pre-chopped up food, which I admit I didn't think about and made me go a bit, oh, I see that. I see that. Okay, I lie. This is me. My first thoughts were, fuck you, stupid outrage mob. You're completely missing the point. Blah, blah, blah. But I was good this time. I waited at least 5 days to make this video. During that time, I allowed my opinion to mature and possibly mellow. A bit like a cheese, really. I suppose I could almost say cauliflower cheese. And much like a cheese, it may well still stink, but anyway, it has mellowed a bit. So while I can now see this is incredibly useful for some disabled people, I do wonder a bit how many disabled people there are with a level of disability severe enough not to be able to cut vegetables, but not severe enough that they still regularly make meals for themselves. Here's a rough chart I made to try and explain my thinking. As you can see, most of the people that don't have the dexterity to chop cauliflower will have someone to do that for them, and there's only a grey area in the middle of people who might struggle. But as per, you really shouldn't shame people in the grey area. So I guess the Huffington Post were wrong. Also, if you're into food products that complement your disability, here is an advert for one you might want to look at, so please click it.